The place to start, of course, is with Alycia Baumgardner, truly one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Again, she will be defending 5 world titles, different major organization sanctioning bodies tomorrow night. I've been a fight fan since I was 5 years old. I've been a fight commentator for around 5,000 fights. I have never seen nor heard of this 5 world titles. It's a truly remarkable accomplishment. The WBA, WBC, IBF, WBO, and IBO women's super featherweight titles, all worn by Alycia Baumgardner, will be at stake. Everyone, please, Alycia Baumgardner. Alycia, you've had such a phenomenal career, but with this historic card as the defending champion into the main event, what are your emotions on this night?
Yeah, so first of all, okay, here we go. First of all, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's came out today to hear this awesome press conference. Again, the people who spent their money, plane tickets, getting here through this rain. Again, I'm happy everybody's here and safe. This fight means everything to me. My emotions are literally at a 10. And as a woman, you know, it's one thing to control those emotions. And I'm just happy to be here. And I'm blessed. Like, literally, this is a moment, been preparing for this moment. And seeing all these women on here, you know, we work very hard. And I'm just happy they have an opportunity just like I do.
Thank you. Alycia's opponent in this world title fight main event comes from Belgium. She is the former IBF and WBC women's lightweight world champion, Delfine Persoon. Delfine, as you come into this fight into the United States, you're a former world champion yourself. How do you approach this now? A victory for you would give you not only these 5 world titles, 50 professional boxing wins. How do you see this fight?
Hello. It's a nice opportunity. I want to thank Brinks TV and GCC for this opportunity. I have waiting a long time, I'm almost 40, so it's a long time for waiting, and now it's the moment for me to get this fight. So we go for it. We take this chance, give the best of us, and hope the best can win this fight.
Thank you. Tomorrow night's co-main event is for the currently vacant WBC Women's International Bantamweight title. Rosa Rodriguez is 13-0 in professional boxing. She's 2-0 in bare knuckle in BKFC. Rosa, talk about transitioning from boxing to bare knuckle and now back to boxing.
Hi, everyone. I'm glad to see y'all. It's a blessing to be here. Each and one of y'all, thank you. I want to just say thank you for the opportunity, everyone. Alycia, thank you. I appreciate you, girl, for making the pay to the boxing. The transition to bare knuckle and boxing, it's a big transition. I mean, it's different. I mean, you're talking about bone on bone and gloves, you know. It's way different. But we train the same. It's pretty much the same. Explosive in the bare knuckle, and it depends on the opponent. If we got to train explosiveness, footwork, defense, whatever it is, and that's how we do at the gym. We work on those things.
Thank you. Her opponent in our co-main is Amy Nart. She also hails from Belgium. Amy, this is your 14th professional boxing bout, your first for a major title. How do you feel coming into this fight, fighting for a major championship?
Well, I feel excited. And it's a nice opportunity for the fight, and I will give the best, and we will see we'll win tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Nine fights in total tomorrow night. Again, you have a title fight in our co-main. You have the world title fight in our main event. We open with 105-pounders. This is scheduled for 6 rounds. Sabrina Persona comes from California. Sabrina, for you coming into this fight, opening. It's the first fight of the night. What are your emotions?
Testing. First of all, I just want to say this is crazy that you guys are even giving me the opportunity to speak. I didn't intend on that happening. It's kind of nervous. This is the biggest stage I've ever been on, but thank you guys so much, Global Combat Collective. Y'all have been so dope and been treating us like really, really cool. I really appreciate that. I'm super excited to put on a good show for you guys tomorrow, and to be on an awesome card with all these fights. I'm excited to see all the ladies fight. So thank you guys for everything. Everybody watching Global Combat Collective, and emotions are crazy right now. I think that's a good way to describe it.
Thank you. Well said. Her opponent is Agustina Vasquez in our show opener. Agustina, and we will have a translator for this. You come from Argentina. I know in our fighter meeting you talked about how proud you are to represent not just your nation, Argentina, but your city, Berisso. Can you talk about what that means to you, representing your city and your nation?
Con todo lo que está pasando ahora con esta pelea, representando tu país en un evento tan histórico, ¿cómo te sientes?
La verdad que estoy muy feliz, contenta por que me hayan invitado a este gran festival. La verdad que estar acá es muy importante y la verdad que nada, venimos a pelear y a llevarnos la gran victoria.
I feel very honored to have been invited to this event. It's historic. I plan to come out and represent my country and just put on a great show for the world to see, watch my skills.
Thank you. Katharina Lehner hails from Germany. She's now based in Denver, Colorado. Katharina, you fought pro MMA, professional bare knuckle, and now this is your third professional boxing bout. Talk about, as a professional combat sports athlete, flowing between the three combat sports.
It's actually 4 with kickboxing, and and 5 if you see power slam as a sport.
We need to get you a Letway bout, then we're talking.
Yeah. I just do it for me to see how tough I really am, and that I'm able to do good in every combat sport. Boxing is my favorite. I have the most fun in boxing, and I'm happy to show tomorrow that I'm really good at boxing too.
Thank you. Her opponent is Yvonne Flores. Yvonne Flores was an outstanding amateur, a record of 40-4, now making a professional boxing debut. Yvonne, for you, transitioning from the amateurs into the professional ranks of boxing, what is the feeling on that?
Honestly, it's a little nerve-wracking. There's a lot of more pressure. And as a 19-year-old, I'm extremely, extremely grateful to have Nelson to give me this opportunity and to showcase my talents tomorrow. But it's definitely nerve-wracking, but I'm very excited to show everyone what I can do as a 19-year-old. So,
well done.
You.
And at 19 years old, Yvonne Flores is the youngest fighter on this card. Bout number 3 features Kayla Williams from my home state of Kansas. Kayla, this is not just your professional boxing debut, this is your professional combat sports debut. You fought as an amateur in small glove boxing, kickboxing. You got this call relatively late. What are your emotions now coming into this major card?
Relatively late, you mean like 30 hours ago? I'm here. I'm super excited. I think this is an awesome opportunity. I could not pass it up. That'd just be crazy. I was ready. I was supposed to have a fight last weekend, and my opponent backed out, so I know how that feels, and I'm glad that I was able to step in and make it happen. I'm going to put on a damn show tomorrow, so let's go.
Nicely done. Sammy Ginnathan is her opponent. You fought twice as an amateur in mixed martial arts. You've been fighting in Team Combat League. For those of you not familiar, that is boxing, but that's just a one-round fight. Now, this is your professional boxing debut, scheduled for 4 rounds. How do you feel now, coming from that mindset, 11 fights in TCL, where you just have 1 round? Now you can take your time a bit more over 4 rounds.
Well, it's great to be here. I mean, seeing all these beautiful people in here, seeing all these talented females surrounding me, it's an amazing feeling. It's a little nerve-wracking, of course. I mean, you're getting closer to the fight. In the lead-up, I feel very calm, cool, and collected. Opponents changed quite a bit, actually. So I'm very thankful for Kayla for stepping in late notice. I'm ready to put on this show, and I know she is too. So it's exciting, and I am blessed to be here and thankful.
Thank you very much. Crystal Von Veek hails from South Africa. Again, we talked about the international flavor of this card. These 18 fighters represent 7 different nations. Crystal, there's a great fighting tradition. I think of fighters like Francois Botha coming from South Africa, Kurt Shabalala. How do you feel as a South African now coming into professional boxing?
Honestly, I feel truly blessed to have this opportunity, to represent my country. South Africa has got some amazing female boxers, and just to be a part of an all-female card and just have this opportunity with amazing female boxers. I'm super blessed, and I cannot wait to represent and just have a good time. I know it's going to be awesome, and I know we're going to put on a show. That's for sure.
Thank you. Her opponent, Isabel Vasquez, comes from Orlando, Florida. She's had 3 bouts in Team Combat League. Another outstanding amateur boxer on this card. 60 wins in 70 amateur boxing fights. Isabel, as you now make the jump from the amateur ranks to the professionals, how do you feel coming into this fight?
First of all, thank you for introducing me. Thank you guys for being here. Oh, wow. There's a lot of emotions. There's a lot of preparation going into this fight. We had a phenomenal camp, me and my older brother. We put in the work. So honestly, there's a certain subtlety before you get into the ring, before you get into the storm. So I'm just thankful, give all the glory to God, to Alycia. We have such a beautiful thing going on. I'm here with a bunch of my friends, people that I grew up with, and we're here just to put on a show up and show out, and do what we do best, So just once again, thankful to Nelson, Global Combat Collective, for having us here on Brinks TV. Let's put on the show, y'all.
Thank you. As you see the diversity of this card, these 9 bouts, these 18 fighters, you're seeing not just great boxers, world-class professional fighters, some of the best amateur boxers this country has produced in the last generation, but also the fact that we have combat sports athletes from across the board. That's thanks to Nelson, that's thanks to John for bringing together not just female boxing, but female professional combat sports. Claudia Zamora is making her pro boxing debut on this card, but very accomplished in professional MMA, where she's had 10 bouts. Claudia, talk about the transition from coming from MMA in your training there to now, Claudia, coming into professional boxing.
First of all, thank you for everybody being here. The transition, I'm a fighter. I was getting ready for some bare knuckle fights that kind of fell through, so I've been prepping for this, and I am super excited to show you what I can do. But it's fighting. I'm a fighter, so I'm ready to go.
Thank you. Her opponent, Stephanie Simon, won the 2024 U.S. Olympic trials in boxing. This is a highly anticipated professional debut. Stephanie, with the accomplishments from your amateur career into professional, a lot of people are talking about you in the boxing world, looking at you. How do you feel now coming into this fight and on such a big card?
Thank you. So I'm going to start off by saying this. Screw USA Boxing. Screw you for screwing over these amazing kids that had a dream, including myself, who had a dream at 9 years old of being an Olympian, and for crushing our dreams because of your politics. Okay? So I spoke up. Hear me out. Hold on. I spoke out against the head coach. I spoke out every single day up there in camp when I won nationals after nationals after nationals, and I proved to those people I deserved to be in that team. And said no. So I didn't go to the Olympics. I'm here today, but I'm here to make a statement. I'm here to make a change. I went through the same crap as a United States Marine. I was the first amphibious assault officer female in the history of the Marine Corps on the East Coast. hear me out, I led 60 men who didn't give a damn what I had to say, who didn't care, because I was a woman. I had to prove to them. I literally put on the gloves and I said, let's fight. I will fight you guys and show you. I will demand your respect. And my Marines who are out there watching, you remember that day, okay? So I'm bringing that fire, I'm bringing that mindset, I'm bringing that energy into the professional boxing world. I'm an entertainer. I sing, I dance, I play multiple instruments. Strumming my pain with this finger. I'll sing for you, I'll dance for you, I'll give you everything, I'll give you the whole nine. I'm ready to blow this sport up. And Alycia, I'm trying to follow you, girl. You are my freaking role model. Let's do this, man. Thank you.
Well done. Lady Mejia is another fighter on this card who talks about the diversity within female combative sports. Bare knuckle, pro MMA. In 2014, she won a gold medal in the Pan American Championships in Sport Sambo. This will be her second professional boxing bout. Lady, we've talked about transitions from coming from MMA or from bare knuckle, from kickboxing, from Muay Thai. Talk about the transition coming from Sambo. If you don't know Sambo, it's what I started in. Get ready for a lot of leg locks. Maybe not tomorrow night, but on the mats in Sambo.
Yes, well, thank you to everybody, to my coach Fierce, to God for the opportunity, to Nelson, the people who believe in me. The transition is, for me, is that I am doing every day. I'm working hard every day. And Sambo, we do everything, boxing, jiu-jitsu, judo. So I am ready. I want to show everybody my work. Thank you.
Thank you. Her opponent, Nat Dove, is another fighter on this card, put together by Nelson and by John, who had outstanding amateur boxing careers for the United States. 54 wins in her amateur boxing career. As a professional, she is 3-0. Nat, you come from Philadelphia. That is synonymous with great fighters. Talk about as a Philadelphian now, coming to this, your fourth professional fight, undefeated.
Being from Philly means that you have to fight every day. It's a rough city, but we do have the best fighters in the world from Philadelphia, and we have great sparring. We have some hard workers, some very talented boxers, and I'm very thankful to be able to grow around that and grow with that. Also, thank you to Nelson and Brinks TV for having this amazing event. I'm here alongside some very talented female boxers, and I'm really excited to be part of this.
Thank you. Our feature fight tomorrow night, scheduled for 6 rounds, 135 pounds. Maria Agapova comes from Kazakhstan, outstanding in the UFC, a total of 6 fights. She was also on Dana White's Contender Series. Maria, this is your professional boxing debut. Talk about your preparation, coming from the UFC where you had a great run, now into professional boxing.
For me, it's like come back to my roots because I started from boxing. I was amateur boxer in national boxing team, but yeah, I didn't have chance to go to Olympic Games, and I switched to MMA after my amateur career, and now I'm back to pro boxing. So I kind of feel like I'm coming back to my roots where I start from. So it's exciting for me because pro boxing is something new. It's not amateur boxing. So I'm excited.
Thank you. Her opponent in our feature bout hails from Germany. Nicole Schaefer has had 28 combined kickboxing and Muay Thai bouts. She's 1-0 in bare knuckle and BKFC. She is undefeated through 4 fights in professional boxing. And Nicole, this is your first fight of any kind in the United States. How do you feel now fighting in the U.S.?
First of all, I have to say it's the craziest press conference I have ever been to. It's such the energy in this room is crazy. It's very, very high, and I have such a great feeling to sit here on this place with so many strong female fighters, and it's a great opportunity for me. I think every German fighter has a dream to fight in the USA someday, and yeah, for me, this dream is coming true. I can't believe it. I feel so blessed, and yeah, thank you so much that I can be here. Thank you, Nelson. Thank you, Global Combat Collective and Brinks TV. Yeah, I'm very happy.
Thank you.
It's 6 rounds in the minimum weight division with Augustina Vasquez taking on Sabrina Persona. All right, Sabrina Persona first on the scale. The animal out of San Diego comes in 106.2. 106.2. Her opponent from Berrioso, Argentina, here is Augustina Vasquez. 106.9 official weight, Augustina Vasquez. This is your show opener, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, Sabrina, the animal persona, Augustina Vasquez of Argentina, opening up the show tomorrow night, Brinks TV. Thank you, ladies, and we'll see you tomorrow evening inside the ring. And now, folks, 4 rounds in the welterweight division featuring Ivan Flores and Katarina Liner. Ivan Flores first up on the scale, fighting out of the red corner tomorrow night. Out of El Paso, Texas, 144.8. 144.8, Ivan Flores. And her opponent, the German gypsy, Katarina Liner. Liner 1-1 as a professional. Official weight, 145. 145 pounds for Liner. Again, 4 rounds at 145 pounds. These two welterweights. Your second fight on the card tomorrow evening. Liner and Flores in her pro debut. Thank you, ladies. Thank you once again. And we will stay in the welterweight division for our next fight tomorrow evening. 4 rounds scheduled with Sammy Ginnathan and Kayla Williams. All right, Sammy will be first for us, please, out of Las Cruces, New Mexico. Sammy Ginnathan, 139.9. 139.9 official weight for Sammy Ginnathan as she makes her pro debut tomorrow night. Her opponent also making her pro debut from Andover, Kansas, Kayla Williams. Official weight, 146.1, Kayla Williams. These two welterweights tomorrow evening will make their professional debuts in front of a worldwide audience, millions of fans all over the globe tuning in to catch an exciting night of world-class female boxing. Thank you, ladies. We'll see you in 24 hours. It all starts. Brinks TV. And now fans will drop down to the bantamweight division. This bout scheduled for 4 rounds with Isabel Vasquez and Crystal Van Veek. Isabel La China Vasquez, her pro debut, 114.6. 114.6 for La China Vasquez. Her opponent, the lovely Crystal Van Veek. And she also makes her pro debut, official weight 115.7. Isabel La China Vasquez takes on the lovely Crystal Van Veek. Pro debuts tomorrow night in this 4-round bantamweight throwdown by Brinks TV. Vasquez with a fan base here in Atlanta as we move to our next fight, super lightweights. This bout is also 4 rounds featuring Stephanie Simon and Claudia Zamora. First on the scale, the 2024 U.S. Olympic Trials winner, the U.S. Marine, Stephanie Simon. 140.2, 140.2 official weight for Stephanie Simon. And her opponent making her professional debut tomorrow night. Here is Claudia Zamora. Zamora makes her boxing debut tomorrow evening. Her official weight, 140.1. One final time, these two super lightweights will meet their eyes before they square off tomorrow evening in the ring. Zamora and Simon, super lightweights tomorrow night. And now drop down to the bantamweight division. This fight scheduled for 4 rounds with Nat Dove and Lady Mejia. Nat Dove, make your way on up to the scale for us. Nat No Love Dove out of Philadelphia, PA. Official weight, 116.6. 116.6 for Nat Dove. Her opponent, the Galactic Girl, Lady Mejia. Mejia officially 116. 116. Undefeated Nat No Love Dove squaring off with Lady Mejia, the Galactic Girl from Peru. They will go at it tomorrow evening. Thank you, ladies, and we'll see you tomorrow night. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 6 rounds scheduled in the lightweight division with Nicole Schaefer and Maria Agapova. Schaefer unbeaten in 4 fights, 3 victories, including all 3 wins by way of knockout, 1 draw. Her official weight, 133.8. 133.8, she is good. And her opponent, her boxing debut, 6-fight UFC veteran. Here is Maria Agapova. From Pavlodar, Kazakhstan, official weight 135.3 for Agapova. The German and the Kazakhstanian will go after it tomorrow evening. Just before the co-main event, this is fight number 7 as lightweights will square off for 6 rounds. Here they are, Schaefer and Agapova. And now to the co-main event, ladies and gentlemen. This is for the vacant WBC International Super Bantamweight Championship. And it features an undefeated squared-off fighter. She's ready to step on the scale. Here is Rosa Rodriguez. From Pompano Beach, Florida, the undefeated 13-0 Super Bantamweight 117.4. And her opponent, ladies and gentlemen, from Belgium, here is Amy Nart. Also a 13-fight veteran, she has 10 wins, including 3 knockouts. Her official weight, 114.4. Amy Nart from Belgium, 114.4, takes on the undefeated Rosa Rodriguez. Rodriguez out of Pompano Beach, Florida, in search of a major title tomorrow night. The WBC International Super Bantamweight strap is on the line. And that brings us to the moment fight fans around the world have been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, the main event of the evening. It again is brought to you by Brinks TV. Hit like a girl, fight like a champion. Sponsored by NinjaPirateMisfits.com in association with GCC Global Combat Collective. This one goes down at the Trilith Studio in Atlanta, Georgia, and we are set to go the Unified Super Featherweight Championship of the world. We will first bring up the challenger. She's a two-time former lightweight world champion from Belgium. Here is Delfine Persoon. Persoon is good, 128.3, 128.3 for the challenger. And her opponent, who really needs no introduction, she is the WBA, WBC, WBO, IBF, IBO Super Featherweight Champion of the World from Toledo, Ohio. From Las Vegas, Nevada, ladies and gentlemen, the champion, Alycia Baumgardner.
I know this is what you guys have been waiting for.
No, for real, I worked really hard, okay?
Baumgardner 15-1 as a professional, 7 knockouts to her credit, en route to a unified super featherweight title. She holds all 5 belts tomorrow night. She puts them on the line in defense here in Atlanta, Georgia. Her opponent again, Delfine Persoon, 128.3. And the champ now on the scale, 129.8 for the champion. Nelson Lopez, John Brinkus on the stage. Brinks TV, all the belts are on the stage right now. The challenger, Delfine Persoon, looks to shock the world and uncrown the throne champion, Alycia Baumgardner. Again, fans, you can catch all the action worldwide tomorrow night. Brinks.tv and the worldwide televised platforms that are broadcasting this all-female boxing card tomorrow evening just outside of Atlanta, Georgia. Our thanks to all of our sponsors, NinjaPirateMisfits.com and Global Combat Collective, putting the greatest show on earth tomorrow night. It is happening here in the great state of Georgia. We will see you tomorrow evening for the action at 6 p.m. Eastern when it kicks off. First fight of the night. Thank you for coming out today. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow evening here in Atlanta.